Um, full moon, still daytime. I don't know what the hell time it is. Maybe like 7, something like that. I'll go look in a minute. But anyway, it's full moon, and the sun is not in our sky anymore, and it's probably a little higher than that 9 o'clock, what I was calling the 9 o'clock position, but yeah, I still say it's 9 o'clock position from where I am, because I know the route. It's going to go like that. It's going to go up that way. So, anyways, I'm going to come back out with the telescope. I might as well do some video while I'm out here. But this is my crappy little tag sale $10 telescope. Don't need anything fancy. I glue gun the eyepiece for the telescope onto my camera, mount it onto the telescope, that easy. And this way I can turn the cell phone and do 360s with it. And it's a digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the moon. But what I wanted to say before I make the moon videos is that, you look at the sky or find your sun. It's already gone. It's not in the sky at all anymore. On our side, anyways. It's not over here, right? According to the heliocentric model, I'm saying. So it's what we would call sundown, right? Way over to northwest, somewhere in that corner over there. So my point is it's down all the way, so that it's not in my view, even the light of it. So what I was saying the other day about the moon, shadows. This one here still doesn't work for me. This is what we should have seen the other day, when the sun was in the same sky as the moon, in my view. So one's at 9 o'clock and one's at 2:30, 3 o'clock. Then this is the moon that I wanted to see, all lit up. And when I was watching the videos back, I noticed that I did not mention, I failed to mention, probably because it really doesn't matter. I don't care. I just don't want anybody writing in saying, oh, don't you know that the moon shadows itself as well? They're not all just earth shadows. I know the bullshit story. There's a chemtrail jet going back right above, right here. You won't see it in the camera, though. I don't see any trail. It's just heading home. It's going in the wrong direction, though, if it's heading home, because they come out of Canada more than anywhere else. At least the ones around here, anyway. So I just wanted to point this out. So again, the sun's gone, sun's down, moon, full moon. So if the light on the moon, we're told, is from the sun, then why is it never working out? Now, I understand that they do have some other things I was talking about where one of those stories is that the sun's light is bouncing off the outer atmosphere, then bouncing back to the moon. Because you got to remember, their story is still that this moon is 248,000 miles away from us, not in our atmosphere. So that when they say the light's bouncing off, they don't mean bouncing down onto, because even that would not make any sense either. What they mean is bouncing back up off of the outside of the atmosphere. They have to mean that, because they're, according to them, the moon's outside our atmosphere. So when they say that it's bouncing off the atmosphere and then casting the light over onto the moon, which also means that the moon must be made up of mirrors, because that moonlight comes pouring down on the earth when it's a full moon like this. And later on tonight, I'll maybe try to do that too. I'll take some temperatures and do that little temperature experiment I was showing you in like 7, 8 videos ago or whatever it was. And then and give some thought to these again, because if the sun's on the other side of the earth now and the moon's right here, then why are we getting the full moon out? Today should be the day that you should get that half shadow, or tomorrow night, that the top of the moon lit up only, and a straight line as well. That's another thing, because the earth being larger than the moon and that kind of thing. Is the story, and that would have been a believable story. But when it does not work out like this, and then you have to question it. And there's a lot of other reasons why too, but this is a good enough one. Once you get this through because we're so dominated by bullshit stories. That's the problem. I mean, it's hard to think outside the box and see things for yourselves rather than count on, you know, what they tell you is science, medical science, and all that shit. Anyways. Alright, I'm gonna mount this up to the telescope. I'm gonna see if I can do it while it's paused, so I'll be right back. So I just glued on my eyepiece to my camera. Just gotta wait for the glue to cool down and then I can mount it onto my telescope. Be back. I'm trying to hold on to this video so it doesn't end on me.